All right, what's going on, guys? And welcome to the 20th episode of the Nintendo Nite Podcast. I'm joined today by a ton of lovely people to talk to you guys about all of the Nintendo news that's happened this month. So, let me introduce to you guys our panel of people. First up, we've got Ben, who literally just joined a few seconds ago. What's up,
Hey,
Ben?
Fire Emblem's the best. I love it.
What's up? We also got Enel,
Hi.
and we've also got Mudkip Memo.
Yo, guys, I hope you all are having an amazing day today.
We've got Noah,
Hey there.
and we've got Ultra,
Hello.
and we've also got Zach. We got a full party here.
Hey y'all.
So yeah, we can pretty much just hop right in. We packed this podcast with a bunch of lovely people, so we can hop right in here. I mean, I just got like a list of all the stuff that's happened. I mean, basically, the stuff in the thumbnail is basically all we can talk about. But the first thing, literally, as soon as like the month of January started, we started hearing these rumors that a Switch Pro could be coming later this year. Multiple people keep saying this. Some analysts were saying it. Some investors were trying to talk about it. Could be coming. But I guess we could go in order and we can give our thoughts. You guys think it's actually coming? Would you like it to come? So
Yes. Hopefully it releases this year with Breath of the Wild 2 holiday. Maybe. That's what I'm hoping for. Because they're gonna have to catch up with the PS5 or something. There's no way they can stay behind the Switch with its like really low graphics capability compared to everything else. So yeah, I'm gonna guess it's gonna come this year for sure.
What about you, NL?
I wouldn't be surprised if it comes this year, but I'm gonna have to disagree that the Switch wouldn't be able to keep up. I think it's already done really well, and it already has a good library of games, and I really think people overestimate graphic capability a lot. I do think the Switch Pro will probably come this year, just based on rumors I've read online, and it makes sense that they'd release some kind of update just to make more money off people that would be willing to buy both models anyway.
Oh, I would. I would buy day one.
Heck yeah, boy.
Do you think it's coming, Memo?
I'm actually on the same page as Ben on this one. I do believe that it's coming out with Zelda Breath of the Wild because everyone that has the Switch loves Breath of the I'm not gonna okay, almost everyone loves Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and the Switch has become such a huge console. So I believe that many people will actually buy the Pro actually, and it would make some good money for Nintendo. So I don't see why they wouldn't. And especially now that PS5 and the Xbox is coming out, if they wouldn't do it, they would just be way far behind. So I'm agreeing with Ben on this one actually.
Yay.
What about you, Noah?
I don't think it's gonna be much of an upgrade. I do think we'll see a refresh this year, whether it just be the rumor about moving away from the Tegra chip to go to a 1080p screen for I think it's coming this year, probably in fall, but I don't think it's gonna be that.
Yeah, I can.
I
I
hope.
think I can.
I would hope it would be like the dream would be 1080p screen, 4K upscaling with the dock, but I don't see that.
Yeah, I don't see that either.
Yes.
I don't think any rumor that says 4K, I'm like, that's not happening.
It's Nintendo, for God's sake. It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, bro. It took them until 2012 to make an HD game. I doubt that.
Bro, they can't even get Pokemon to run at 1080p.
We'll be
Never
lucky
mind
if we get
4K.
native 4K with their next console. I bet it's gonna be upscaled.
What about you, Ultra? Do you think a Switch Pro is coming, or?
Okay, I'll make this quick. So the thing with Nintendo is it's like this is the Nintendo we're talking about, and even though the Switch concept is amazing, I'm not sure if they would like do that with like the next console. So if they do want to like push the whole Switch concept like as much as possible, I do feel like a next upgrade like a Switch Pro would be likely, and I think it would be nice. With the Switch, you have all these multi-plat games and whatnot, and it's like I'm not sure if it would help those, but like future stuff, yeah. And it's like I'd put $300 down or more for another Switch personally, but I'm me, so.
Oh, I would too. I mean, I think like it just makes sense because like even with the 3DS, we had like the new Nintendo 3DS, and then we had like the 2DS. So we essentially got like the 2DS equivalent, which was the Switch Lite. So I feel like they could do like the new 3DS or like the more powerful one, which would be a Switch Pro.
I still laugh at new 2DS XL because at that point it's not a 3DS anymore.
Yeah, that's a terrible name, and I don't understand them. But
I
just
hate
wanted
how
to-
they stopped using the 3D for the 3DS. I loved using the 3D, and they kind of just
Really?
dropped support.
I never used it.
Yeah, it was like a gimmick for like the first couple of games, and then after that.
And then they stopped. I loved it. It was like my favorite part. Playing Ocarina of Time in 3D was the coolest thing ever.
Bro, that hurt my eyes. I don't know about you guys, but
Like,
like I got like a
yes.
headache from playing that in like any game in
Same
3D.
thing here. Even though it looked cool, like I couldn't really relax playing the games.
Maybe that's why the Switch won't get a 1080p screen. Nintendo doesn't want to hurt our eyes.
Ah, they really care about us, huh? I don't know about that.
Looking out
Chief.
for us.
I don't know about that one, dude.
Yeah, they're looking out for us by adding Byleth to Smash.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I've got a lot to say about Byleth, but I guess we'll get to that when
Yeah,
we
we're gonna get to that. But yeah, I mean, Zach, do you have anything to add for the Switch Pro or?
Yeah, did you guys see that report that was saying like it's not really like someone was saying the Switch Pros wasn't really gonna be much of an upgrade at all. Like you won't even see like graphical upgrades very much. Like it'll just be slightly faster, basically.
Oh Jesus Christ!
That perfectly
that would
believe.
be so Nintendo.
I believe that though because that's
Yeah,
something Nintendo
that sounds
would
exactly
do.
like
That's
something
That would be
exactly
the biggest
what we-
pile of crap. I believe you.
Yeah, that's gonna be what happens. So
Oh.
Switch Pro, it's literally just gonna be the Switch, but like 1% faster.
I swear
look
there's
forward
a
to it.
caveat with Nintendo all the time.
If I can add that one question that I don't think wants to be asked, but I'm gonna ask it anyways. Do you think if the Switch Pro does happen, do you think it would have like exclusives like even like 3 or 4?
No.
No.
I would think. See,
that's
I
not
would
gonna
think that
happen.
Nintendo would
If it was an
try-
upgrade, yeah.
I think
but it's not-
Nintendo
it
would
doesn't sound like
try
an upgrade.
to make sure that their exclusives don't come on like just the Switch Pro. But I think third parties, like if it's more powerful,
Yeah, I was
they
gonna
might
say
be-
the same
They
thing.
might be
Yeah.
like, okay, well, yeah, but we can only bring our game to the Switch Pro. We can't do it to the.
Yeah, I think
It's
third
gonna
party
be
will get
PS4,
exclusives.
PS4 Pro.
Yeah,
if it
but I think
happens.
Nintendo will try to make sure like Smash, Animal Crossing, all that will always be on every Switch.
Oh yeah, there's no way with how many Switches are out there that they're not gonna like make sure as many people can access any of their games.
Yo, Fidel, what's good, bro?
Hey, what's poppin', dude? I'm here. I just got in here.
Nice, what's up?
Yeah, we got a
I'm
full
okay,
house. I
I'm okay.
like
Why'd you
this.
go full
I
lobby?
like
What are we talking about? I just jumped
Does
in.
Switch Pro rumors like the first thing that happened this month?
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Hmm
Switch Pro. I mean, again, it's been rumored for a long time, so I don't think it's. I don't know if it's this year. I feel like it might be like a little too soon, but I don't know.
I
It's
just
such
feel
like I'm
with the next gen consoles coming out. You know what I mean? Like,
They have to
that's
do
bad.
something
Like,
about
but
that.
no,
They
to me
have
that's
do
bad
something.
because no matter what, the Switch Pro, like let's say let's say they launch in the fall. That's just bad. Like no one's gonna like people are still gonna buy the Switch, but selling a new console when everyone else is gonna be busy buying 2 new shiny consoles is gonna hurt sales of your new shiny Switch. So you either release in the summer if like that's kind of upgrade you're doing, or you wait till like March like you did with the original Switch.
Yeah, that's 200 IQ
That's
marketing
true.
right there.
I mean, didn't the Switch
Yeah.
Lite also come out in the summer?
September.
No, Switch Lite came out September.
Oh, okay, September. So yeah.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
we'll
Right
see
after
it
summer
anywhere from
ended.
July to September if it happens.
But if it would happen by then, wouldn't we have some kind of like more stuff with substance about it
What do you
releasing?
mean? Like, well, no,
Like-
because again, remember, like they
The light got
showed the
revealed on
Switch
July
in,
10th.
not just that. Like, I mean, the Switch was revealed in October and came out in March, so they're not new to 5-month like marketing cycles.
It's like 5 months until June. Now,
Yeah,
we're in
but
February
yeah,
soon.
I mean, if they show, let's say it's happening, if they show in March and they
Yeah.
release it August, max September, they can do it. But again, like I just
True.
think it's next year. I just think this year they want to let the Switch Lite ride its wave and let the newer model Switch keep going. And then maybe in March, like I said, just like the release of the original, that's when you do a Pro.
Yeah, it's gonna be either way. How
I think the second
how you're
option
gonna
they
twist
have
it, it's
is
gonna be difficult for them.
If they
to
don't
keep
have
up.
new hardware
Mhm.
this year, they just gotta have a whole bunch of banger in terms of software. Like they gotta have a lot of good games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because then
'cause-
people will be like, you know what? It doesn't even matter to get like a PS5. There's so many good Switch games this year that they'd rather just get
yeah.
a Switch.
And honestly, touching on that, we're not seeing with the. Sorry for jumping ahead a little bit, but with the DLC expansion for Sword and Shield, we're not going to be seeing a new Pokemon game most likely in November.
Yeah.
Confirmed, right?
Thank
and that
God.
leaves Breath of the Wild 2.
I mean
or
that's
Odyssey
a good segue
too.
anyway. We can pretty much hop into the Pokemon
Ooh,
Direct. I
clean.
mean,
Hop.
Mhm.
I feel like if they took like years for Breath of the Wild 1, it was originally supposed to be a Wii U game that was like there was like a demo of something similar like towards the beginning of the Wii U cycle.
Yeah.
It didn't even release until the Switch launched. I feel like it's going to take a while if they want to make like a good follow-up, but I guess they also
But-
have the engine for it now.
exactly. Yeah, that's like the argument. They have the
Yeah.
engine down. They have like they have like a lot of models. Obviously, they're gonna make new areas and new stuff. So I don't. That's why I think. Honestly, like a lot of people think it's this year. I don't. Let's do Pokemon first. We'll get to Zelda though.
Okay.
Yeah, the first announcement from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. You guys excited for that? Mystery Dungeon.
No.
Yes.
Yo,
No.
yeah.
I'm excited. For
I
that.
am
Yeah.
excited.
That was my
I loved
childhood,
Blue.
man.
I loved Blue Rescue Team as a kid, but like
I know.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it day one because $60 bucks. And
Yeah, I probably
Yeah,
won't get it day
$60 and it's clearly on a budget. I think it's super cheap. There's input delay. I don't like the art style. It runs at 30 FPS when the original ran at 60 FPS. Models reused from the 3DS are choppy and weird.
I think the game looks okay, but $60 is a bit much.
Yeah,
think, for Mystery
you know,
Dungeon.
if this was a $20 eShop game, I would not be complaining at all. But it's not. It's a full $60 game.
gonna be
$20
perfect. Of course,
would be a little
perfectly
bit
honest,
too
even-
cheap, though. $20, that's a little bit too
And doesn't
cheap,
it come
my
with
friend.
both games though? It comes with like Red and Blue Rescue Team, right?
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
bomb.
It's
that-
the same
Yeah,
game.
but they are
I
the
mean,
same
but-
game, yeah.
It's basically the same game, just like exclusive Pokemon. That was the
Yeah,
only.
we
One
know
was
that we
for
know there's
advanced,
some
one was
new
for
content
DS.
because we saw Charizard X in the
Yeah,
trailer.
Yeah, there's new stuff.
Okay. I'll be perfectly honest though. If they confirm Wooloo is in the game, I'm buying
Oh
it.
god, just rolling in the dungeon.
Don't bring Jeff in here.
I also think the music sounds super MIDI. I'm not happy with the music at all either.
Yeah,
Music's
it's
fine.
not a
I think it
$60
sounds
game.
bad.
It's not a
Yeah.
$60 game.
It's not. And
If it goes on sale for like 40 or 30 or so, maybe I'll probably.
That's
pick it up.
not.
You know what?
How
If it
Nintendo
was-
does
yeah.
that. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna. Do that.
$30 seems like a fair enough price for it.
Yeah,
Here's-
35 to 39 would be okay.
Here's what
Oh, I
would say
disagree.
about it.
$40 I think is too expensive. 'Cause even,
39
like,
is not 40.
Sonic
dude.
Forces is more polished than that game.
Wow.
And that game was not
That-
great.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know. I've played Sonic Forces
All
like
your
3
horses,
times.
dude.
I can tell you. I listen. My thing is, it's Pokemon. They're gonna sell either way, and
Yep.
I wasn't.
Oh,
I
by
wasn't
the
gonna
way.
buy this. I wasn't gonna buy this if Final Fantasy came out the same day. But now that Final Fantasy's moved a month, maybe I'll probably get it
Why
Yeah,
you
that's
save your
not
money for Ori and the Will of the Wisps?
because I can get both. Why not?
That is true. You can get both.
I just want to comment about Rescue Team. When new DS games came out back in the day, they were $35, like brand new. So
Yeah.
Blue Rescue Team, when I first bought it, was like $35. Explorers of the Sky, when I first bought it, was like $35. This is essentially a $25 increase for a game that is already released with just slightly updated graphics. So
No, exactly, and that always go back to that because even with this expansion pass too, everyone's like, "Oh, it's only $30. They could have done another $60 game." When literally all the Pokemon games previously were $40, so there's only
See,
$10 less in the new game.
See, I'm the expansion thing. I'm cool with. I think we live in a different era. A $40 season pass is just like that to me. Like that's the standard. And I
That's
think
great.
for 2 new areas and new Pokemon and new stuff, to me, I think that's okay. Again, but we just live in a different time. Like we can't compare handheld prices to now it's a console because that's kind of like it's just a different market, and you have to price
Alright.
things the way that market
How
sells
about
things.
the DLC for Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U when that came out? That was super cheap. And you got loads of
See,
content.
You see, that's the only time Nintendo ever did that, and I think it's because they that was when they were so new to the idea of DLC. Like now, Nintendo's done like Breath of the Wild's expansion was $20, the Smash Pass was $25. We've gotten Octo expansion was $20. We've gotten a bunch of Nintendo games with DLC like that. The $13 for Mario Kart, you're never gonna see that again. That was when Nintendo was first dipping
they were
their
they were like trying to
Right.
see how it
Well,
would work.
I think there's a difference. So, those DLC packs were being added to games that were clearly full and complete,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
Breath of the Wild. My one issue with Pokemon is that it feels so empty. It feels like
That
they
I can
cut out
kind of
content
see. I mean,
on
like Sword and
purpose.
Shield, like after you're done the game, there isn't much to do. You know what I mean?
No, but even the main game, there's no story or anything. There's less new features than past games. The only significant new thing is the wild area, and even that is tiny. And then this DLC conveniently adds more wild areas.
the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say all the dungeons and whatnot in the game just felt extremely linear. So it's like even going to like next areas felt like nothing. So
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, the thing about DLC is it's subjective, right? Like for example, like I personally, when I played Sword and Shield, I played it for like 50 hours. I caught a bunch of Pokemon. I like the story. I love the gameplay. I love all that. So like it's subjective to like to me, I'm okay with paying $30 to get like 2 new areas and new stuff. But to someone else who feels like they didn't get enough content, they could feel like it's not enough and that they don't about like that's the thing about DLC is it's completely subjective based on if you felt the base game was content enough versus not content enough.
All I have to do is compare it to past games, and there's less content.
Yeah,
that's what I don't like. And the past games for $40, like,
I'm gonna remain optimistic about the DLC for now.
I mean, like DLC, it doesn't even look bad. It looks all right. It's just if that was in the main game and that's how the game released, the game could have been pretty good. That could have been a pretty good game, $60 worthy, and but it wasn't.
I mean, look, the thing is, again, it's no matter what, Sword and Shield just was like a weird title, and like it was. I know they did Let's Go, but like really, this game was their first real console one, and now they're adapting to expansions rather than third versions. So no matter what, this game, Sword and Shield, is gonna have this odd ass story to it, and I just think that future. I think they know what they're going to do for future stuff. I just think no matter what, this game is bungled in terms of messaging, in terms of marketing and all that stuff. Like there's nothing that can save the marketing issue that was this game with like the fans. So I just think people got to swallow it just for this game, and then we'll see what happens in the future. Then we can really...
It doesn't even matter because Game Freak and Pokemon, they can get away with anything. Like they loot boxes will be a thing. It will happen one time in the future. Loot boxes will be a thing. Everyone will defend it.
In Pokemon.
They already have that in.
Yeah, they do it in the mobile games.
They're not gonna. Dude, chill, dude. They're not gonna.
I think they will.
They're not that bad. I think
I do. I fully believe it.
This is still better than paying $60 for Sword and Shield 2, though. You know what I mean?
I agree. I'd be very mad if there was a third version.
If they pulled a Sword and Shield 2,
and
then I mean,
everyone's all like,
really
"Oh, well, I would have just waited for the Ultra version. It was never guaranteed, and it's better this way because you don't have to freaking restart."
Exactly.
It's a win-win, but
I think
it's not a complete win-win because people could have been just waiting for the Ultra versions instead of buying Sword and Shield.
And then,
whereas instead, if they want the full complete game now, they have to pay $90, whereas they could have only paid $60 before.
I know, but that's usually like a small group of people compared to like most Pokemon.
No, I know. I'm not really.
Game right away.
I'm not really agreeing with the third version thing. I just wish the original game was complete in order to justify DLC.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been enjoying the game a lot, Sword and Shield. That is because I've been into competitive. That's the only reason.
The competitive battling is pretty fun. So
it's really fun.
Isn't it competitive screwed in that game too? Because you can only do 3v3.
You can do 3v3 in rank, but you can do 6v6 with anyone too.
No, oh yeah. Well, you can. I do 4v4 now, so that is 3v3 is kind of meh because it's kind of
singles.
So much
singles are alright, but doubles is where it's at.
There's a trick where it's like you just give one of your Pokemon like that switch button in doubles, and then like that just destroys like Dynamaxing.
Stop. So you can do 6v6 then?
Yeah.
Not ranked.
Not ranked.
Not
you
ranked.
Can do it. You can do it with other people. Yeah.
Okay.
How do you not know this, dude?
I think my.
Could I have barely touched the online?
Yeah.
My one major issue.
Fun, dude. You should try it.
Oh yeah, the online. It's like the code system. It's like what the heck?
Oh yeah, that's so messed up. That's so broken. I hate it. I hate it.
It took me like 15 minutes just to trade a couple Pokemon with my friend because like the code system is just weird, you know.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't find your friend even if you both put the same code in, and I was like,
yeah, you have to do different codes and stuff like that. Yeah. Sometimes, the Ycom. I don't like the Ycom.
It's just sad. It's just the direct. It made me realize that I don't like modern Pokemon. I hate the direction it's been in. I think ever since Let's Go, I've hated everything they've done.
It's a shame because I love like because there's still things I like about the modern games, like the character designs. I don't need to tell you.
No, yeah, me too, and the new Pokemon designs as well. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't need to tell you who my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon is, but you know.
No, please don't.
Was it maybe Wooloo?
Pokemon is, at least for me, disappointing. It's just like until they bring something like really new and innovative to the team. And I mean, Sword and Shield was it was all right, and I feel like it's a step in the right direction with the wild area.
Yeah.
But you know, it's about, for me at least, I want a Pokemon game that's innovative and it's new and it changes up the formula and it's not the same old go catch 'em all, go battle, win.
Exactly. Yeah.
That is not
Right.
going to Game Freak though.
That's not my issue. Is just that the games feel money hungry. That's my own. Like, I don't care if they don't do super duper innovation type stuff. They just no content, $60. They've cheaped out and cut corners everywhere, and they get away with it. That's what I hate about Pokemon. Ultra Sun and Moon where it started.
Again, let's like I said, I think we really need to see the next mainline game, what it's like to know what the direction
wait till Generation
is.
9. If they pull the same stuff, then people will actually be like,
That's
yeah, because then
fair,
it'll be
but
like,
I swear that's what was said last time.
No, but again, like this, no, because like
that wasn't
this
on the
is
new
different.
system, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like this is different because okay, now we know they're experimenting with open
DLC and all
areas
that.
and turning on cameras and expansions rather than third versions, and
Yep.
obviously like console models. So it's just the idea of like we just gotta bear a bit because right now we're literally in the beginning of a new future. Assuming Nintendo continues the Switch-like motto, we're basically we have just seen the first game out of many that are gonna be console Pokemon games.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see that genre and style evolve over the years.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Pokken Tournament was cool. I liked
Pokken's
that.
dope.
I mean,
I
the
like
DLC was a complete rip-off, but like the base game itself, it looked pretty good and it played pretty well. So I
Yeah.
was happy with that. But that's it. Yeah.
All right, so I think we covered everything for Pokemon. Does anyone have anything to add, or we good with Mystery
I
Dungeon?
was thinking one thing. What do you think if, let's say, for example, they did a remake on Diamond and Pearl in 2021, and there was no open world area? How do you think the community would react to that?
That's fine. I mean,
That's
that's
fine.
a remake.
Yeah.
Really?
I
I mean, like,
it's what
what part
you
of the
expect
Sinnoh
from a
region?
I wouldn't care at all.
What
Like,
part
I
of
just
the
want
Sinnoh
that
region
Sinnoh
would they even
nostalgia,
make
man.
into a wild area? You know what I mean?
Bro, I just want that Sinnoh nostalgia.
Maybe the
I don't know
underground
what
area
it is.
or the march?
Oh yeah, the underground, I guess. But like,
But
in
that's-
like, Galar
some
was
stuff.
made. The Galar region was made with the whole point of having a wild area in the middle, whereas Sinnoh was like already made and that was never a thing. So it would be hard to like force open world into a game where it wasn't meant to be. You know what I mean?
Knowing Game Freak,
They could do it though, because they did it with like they did it in Auras. They made like Mauville into like this huge city,
Oh,
so I'm
yeah,
sure they'd
you're right.
probably
That
try
is
to
Oh,
follow
that's
that.
true.
Yeah,
They'd probably do
fair,
it with
actually,
like that one area. What was it?
Mm.
You know, the mountain area. I don't know. Something.
Yeah, Mount Coronet.
Yeah, maybe something around there.
Knowing Game Freak, they probably would remove the underground area just because it used the touchscreen a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, and then they'll put a billboard in it saying "in construction."
They'll do that with the Battle Frontier.
They did that with the Battle Frontier and Auras, bro. That was
Yeah.
Because there's a Sinnoh Battle Frontier, so they'll do that dirty now. It'll be great.
That's
Yeah.
so sad.
I know. I just hope they don't use this engine, the Gen 8
Sonic,
engine,
I
for
would
the
just-
Diamond and Pearl remakes.
I think they will, because Auras used.
Oh,
the
I
X
don't
and Y
want
engine.
it. They will.
Auras
Oh,
used the
that's
X and Y
disgusting.
engine.
That's disgusting.
But
I don't want
after, I
it.
think
Wait,
the
what?
Gen 9 will have a new art style and a new.
Oh, it better.
Yeah.
It better.
I hope so.
But I
It's
think
not.
now we can move into probably what's going to be the most controversial topic of this podcast, which is Byleth.
Yeah.
It's Smash Bros.
I have to talk about this again.
So I
Wait,
guess we can go in order for our thoughts about it. So Ben, what are your
All right.
overall thoughts?
All right. It is stupid. Okay, it is stupid that they added another Fire Emblem. I'm not too annoyed because I did want another Nintendo rep rather than a third party, and I guess this is it. I don't mind Nice Fire Emblem, but I just wish it wasn't Byleth, the most basic, boring protagonist who doesn't even look unique to play either. I wanted Sothis or Edelgard, anyone but Byleth. So I think it's funny and hose mad.
What about you, Anil?
I have a lot of things to say about this one. So
All right, we're
essentially,
ready.
I feel like the main problem with Byleth is that he should not be Fighter Pass 1. The whole purpose of the Fighter Pass characters, I thought, was that these are characters that were decided in advance. And one of the things Sakurai said when the very last direct for the game released is that, okay, well, the development started too late to get someone like Rex and Smash.
Rex!
Right? So, and I thought that also included Fighter Pass 1 since he was being released as a bonus costume for that pass, because it was just like, hey, sorry, we couldn't make him for the actual pass or for anything like that because his game released too late. And then you got Fire Emblem Three Houses comes out 20 months later than XC2. And what happens? We get Byleth as the last fighter in the pass. And I am extremely upset that Sakurai essentially lied to us about
Yeah.
and we get Byleth instead of Rex for some reason, even though Byleth is the most boring character in the entire universe. We already have 7 other Fire Emblem characters, we only have 1 Xenoblade rep, and it just feels like a complete slap in the face to everyone who likes Xeno at all, because there was a lot of speculation about Cosmos before, who's I would actually like more than Rex, but I'm not.
Oh, I would not. No, I want Rex. Rex
I would
boys.
not expect Cosmos over Rex, but I would like Cosmos. He'd be cool. But anyway, I just think that it's really ill-timed. I mean, I expected another Fire Emblem character for advertising. I kind of wish it wasn't Byleth either, since we already have 2 other boring Avatar characters like Robin and Corrin, and we have like essentially Crom being added for no reason except for just an easy clone. So I feel like there's just a bit too much Fire Emblem now, especially, and just the selection of the Fire Emblem characters themselves is kind of bad. I'd prefer like maybe Micaiah, Hector over some of the options we have right now if we're gonna like try to rep the entire series. So there's just problems with Fire Emblem representation in general, and the problem with the fact that Byleth is in Smash and not someone like Rex. But hopefully we get him in Fighter Pass 2, and maybe I'll be less upset about it.
True.
No, but I agree with you with that whole bloody Rex thingy. So he lied, and barely anyone calls him out for it. I like when it's developers lying is the stupidest thing ever. Game Freak, Sakurai, I hate that.
I'm sorry to butt in, but just if you guys can quickly clarify, what do you mean by lying? I'm just confused. I'm sorry.
He said that. Oh, sorry. Yeah, on you go.
Yeah. Sakurai in the very last direct before the release, he said that when we got the Rex Fighter Pass, he said Xenoblade 2's development was too late when Smash started, and we like already had decided the full roster, so we couldn't add Rex to the game. And essentially, the way it was worded, it kind of implied that also included the Fighter Pass characters, which were decided in advance. So that basically means that Byleth was decided and Rex was not, all the way back then, just to basically advertise 3 houses, which is just really
Which
stupid.
is what I hate that shit. I like it when they add characters because they think they're cool, but Byleth feels like an absolute character to advertise the DLC for the game, which conveniently got announced on the same day as Byleth was for Smash.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I've talked about I've never been so exhausted of talking about something about it. I talked about it on my channel. I talked about it on my podcast. I talked about it on my Smash podcast. I talked about it on Japan Time. I talked about it on a million things. So I won't harp on it too much. But personally, I'm happy. I'm cool with the character. Like I said, I think I like what you guys said. I agree that the issue is just the fact that this character was announced because we haven't had a character announced in 5 months, so people were hungry, and it was the 5th character. If this character was announced at E3 where it was like Byleth and Banjo, people would have been like, whatever, Fire Emblem, but holy shit, we got Banjo. So it's about timing. It's about when the character was announced. And I personally think what happened was they decided the 5 characters. They saw how massive pre-orders were and that how massive Joker's sales were. So they were like, you know what? We're going to do a second pass. Let's make Byleth Fighter 5 instead of in the next pass. And let's start season 2 with a big character. I feel like something shifted. I think one character shifted, and that's going to be the headliner for season 2. I just think, to me, it feels like that's a crazy idea that Byleth was going to be the final fighter we get in this game. So I just think that this character I'm excited for it. I'm really hyped for it. I love 3 houses. I'm going to play the hell out of this character, but I think that this choice for the final Fighter 5 wasn't the best, but again, I'm personally happy, so that's it.
That's also another reason I'm not too annoyed with Byleth is because 3 Houses was a fantastic game. So having that game being represented in Smash, I do not have a problem with. It is poorly timed. I reckon it's that they knew everybody already bought the full Fighters Pass.
Yeah, that's
so they had already paid for these characters, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why they added Terry, the worst character of all time.
Whoa! That's a hot take.
Hold up. Okay.
I think it's Mudkip Mimo. You're next.
Yeah. Mimo, all right. I like that.
Mimo. How do you say that word?
I'm just gonna say
Mimo.
The whole thing, there was so many sword fighters. There are so many sword fighters in Smash. So many Fire Emblem characters in Smash, which Byleth was not needed and not wanted. It seemed like, but the thing is, I actually I actually like the character. I'm not gonna lie, it looked pretty awesome.
Mhm.
Like the weapons it used, the way it attacked, the way like character was all right. I'm not gonna lie, but just the overflow of sword characters, the overflow of Fire Emblem characters,
I mean,
they
can
could have
we
just so
even
much more.
consider him a sword character anymore?
Yeah, it's not
What
really
you
like a
said?
sword character. People just say that because
Yeah.
they see the sword, but it's
Yeah,
like there's so
exactly.
many different weapons
the
they
things I
got.
see, yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's kind of like Link, where like Link's main like moveset does involve the sword, but like he has like a bunch of other arsenals and like
Exactly.
weapons. So
Well.
it's
Yeah,
like
'cause,
it's like a
like, the
mixed
only-
sword fight.
The only complaint I see is that there's too many Fire Emblem characters. Not that it's
Yeah.
another sword fighter, because there really isn't though. Like he has like.
Well, no, the term people use is anime swordsman. Like, there's too many
Oh my
anime
God.
sword
Yeah.
characters.
And I just-
What the
I-
fuck is anime?
With that reveal, with that
People
reveal,
do realize that Mario appeared in like anime OVAs, right? So Mario was technically an
Hey, well,
anime
let's not
character
talk
too.
shit about Mario.
Yeah, let's not cross the line.
Exactly.
So I'm really happy with it. I love Three Houses to death. They did a fantastic job with the moveset. But like I said, I'm a Xenoblade fanatic. I'm slightly disappointed that Byleth got in before Rex.
Yeah.
But
It's come-
I'm
don't worry, it's
hopeful.
fucking coming.
I'm hopeful that Rex will get in Fire Pass 2. But I will say the whole arguments
No, it-
about too many Fire Emblem reps. I understand that. If they're gonna cut them down, you keep Marth, you keep Ike, Robin, and Byleth, which are those are your 4 unique ones, and then the rest are all kind of carbon copies of all the other ones, right?
Yeah, Lucina and Crom, and
And it's like, okay, I understand that, but the whole it's just another Fire Emblem rep. Okay, they're from the series, but they have an extremely versatile moveset, and they're different than any other fighter that's been added so far. And it's like, I understand the disappointment, but putting Byleth as Fighter 5 was genius on Nintendo's part, because everyone's already bought the Fighters Pass up to this point.
yeah, they got your money.
And yeah, exactly. Let's be honest, they're pretty dang.
They already got your
smart,
$25.
I do agree with Fidel though that they're going to start off with
the
a
money.
banger. They're definitely going to start off with like a banger, whether it be like a giant third-party rep or something like that. But
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
Fighter Pass 2 is going to be really good.
Mr. Yorha, it's your turn.
My turn for what? I just joined.
We're all talking. We're basically everyone's giving their first thoughts on Byleth for
Oh,
Smash.
okay.
Yeah, your thoughts on
First of
Byleth?
all, sorry for being late. I was like, my excuse.
you're good,
like,
bro.
I'm fucking.
Hello,
I'm
hello,
fucking dumb.
Storm.
That's my excuse.
No problem, brother.
Okay, so like, yeah, so like my initial reaction is that I fucking like everyone knows I fucking love Treehouse. I mean, everyone that follows me, but like I'm not particularly like excited for Byleth because like, I mean, when you play like Fire Emblem, you don't get attached like to the main character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's you, yeah. You get attached like to the other characters. I would have been like way more like excited if it was like Edelgard or like Dimitri or even Claude. Like, I mean, it's still a Fire Emblem Treehouse rep, so I'm glad either way. I'm really happy with it. Like the moveset is fire. I love that you have 4 weapons, so people can complain even though they still complain. Like, bro, I'm happy with it. Basically, I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
Nice. What about you, Zach? Or
Excuse
he's
me?
muted. I think he's muted.
Oh, sorry. I'm like editing a video right now, so I'm trying not to have background noise.
Oh, okay. All right. What are your thoughts on Byleth?
I mean, I'm just kind of like uninterested in the character. I don't know. I'm not too mad though, because like you guys know like Joker. Well, at least like Aero, you know, from the podcast. Like Joker was like my
Zach,
dream
what the
character.
hell? You're meant to be shitting on Fire Emblem.
I will. I just need I will. I just need a second. But I will say though, it makes like no sense that like Fire Emblem has more reps than like Zelda. Like what? Like then Zelda. Like that's I don't know. But
Yeah,
yeah, I just sleep. I sleep. Like I had no
Now that you
interest.
said
Yeah,
that,
it's still better than a Jade ain't Pokemon.
No, I'm a Polty guys.
But like the thing is, like I think it's what people often forget that I've talked about too is a lot of the ones that are in are just in thanks to the fact that they are really extremely easy to do clones of. Again,
Yep.
Marth and Roy
Yeah, like,
are like Roy is just fan service. He's a clone. Crom is just fan service. He's a clone. Lucina is just fan service. So it's like these are the thing is other than Robin, Corrin, and what's it called
Ike.
and obviously Ike and the original Marth, like the trio of Marth. what's it called? And now Byleth, but it's like most of them are echoes, so it's easy to have a lot of them. I think that's where the perception is misjudged, where they think they're taking so much development time away of like, no man, like obviously the character model for Lucina took a while, but like other than that, they have the moveset, they have the hits. It's just changing hitbox changes and the 3D render. That's all it is.
It's
That's
not
true,
even
but, like-
just the fact that they're
Excellent
echoes,
plan.
though. It's just the fact that they're boring echoes. Like 3 of the characters in the game are from one game, Fire Emblem Awakening. Now,
Yeah.
like
Like, where's Shadow the Hedgehog? Goddammit! What the hell?
Yeah.
Come on,
like,
how did Shadow get
wanna-
started, man?
if you wanna use,
definitely-
like echoes of Fire Emblem characters. Maybe like rep more of the games, like Erica from Fire Emblem 8, Sigurd from
Yeah.
Fire Emblem 4, something like that. Just don't
Yeah.
put everything from like
Yeah.
all the new games, and don't
I
make them
will-
all Avatar characters.
I will
Yeah,
say,
the Avatar
though,
characters. I'm kind of tired of that because they just have no personality. Like I want someone with
Yeah,
just
they're
flair to
shit.
them.
They're so boring.
Yeah, and we keep getting that. That's like what, like Hero's such a fun character. So like I'm not even gonna. But as a character, like in terms of like who they are, it's so
Hero's
boring.
trash.
It's just
I
a
hate
boring
Hero.
avatar.
Hero is a
Yeah,
boring
I
character.
agree.
No, you're
Wow.
crazy, dude.
He's just
I
getting
like
mad.
Byleth more
He just
than
gets
Hero.
mad because he gets whacked, bro.
Hero-
I would
Hero-
much rather have Byleth than Hero.
You're just mad that you get one shot.
Nah, he
Bro,
just,
Hero is brain dead.
he's just salty he gets whacked at 0.
Nah, Hero's just the most boring
I will
character
say this.
ever.
Yes.
Dragon Quest
Mom.
is so boring.
Chroma's
No!
an Echo.
Okay,
No,
we're
no,
muting
no,
him.
man,
We're muting
this
him right
needs
now.
to stop. This needs to stop. We need to.
On the topic of Fire Emblem Echoes, I will say though, Chroma's an Echo at least had a. It wasn't a. They used one of Ike's moves.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I would
Yeah, they
much-
kind of like switched him up. I wish
would
they did
much
that with
rather
more
them-
echoes too.
Yes,
I agree.
Yeah, I would rather them see make more echoes and have like pull different moves from other fighters, and kind of make a somewhat unique move set. But yeah,
Yeah, Ultra.
Yep.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yep.
All right, because I got a lot to say, so I'll sorry if I go on a tangent.
Oh, you good?
Okay. So, initial reaction to Byleth is okay. So the thing is, I love sword fighters, so I'm like already excited to play as Byleth. I'll admit I'm not too far into 3 houses yet, but like and like okay, I don't want to like okay, I'm sorry, I'm like okay. So yeah, Byleth. Okay, first impressions, he's a cool character, and it's like I can't wait to play him. I'm probably gonna invest a lot of hours because like Marth was my main back in like the Melee and Brawl days, so it's like I love the Fire Emblem characters, and it's like in terms of my take on like the whole controversy. Okay, so the thing is, I'm not speaking as a Xenoblade fan. I'm speaking as a Persona fan who wanted Joker in Smash ever since Ultimate was a thing, and like so it's like I'm talking as someone who got their most wanted character like that early, and like my best friend's most wanted character was Terry. So like I was in a position where like they could reveal whoever they want, and I'll be fine. So it's like yeah, when Byleth got revealed, it's like yeah, I'm 100% fine with this. And it's like the whole thing with like the Rex not getting in Smash. I can understand that. It's like I guess the only thing I would want to add is that like Sakurai did say he got an early build for like 3 houses, so it's like maybe he simply didn't get the opportunity to like get as much early time with Blade 2. That's my only theory, but it's like obviously we don't know the whole specifics. But yeah, I can understand like why like at the end of the day they chose him as like a promotional pick, and it's like yeah. And it's like I guess there's
the way that they did it. You know what I mean? Because it's like they were all third-party characters. So you're expecting like the final character of the past that ended with a big bang, and then they give you a Fire Emblem character. You know?
And I know a couple people who are like maybe saying is like maybe at the last seconds like they obviously they had that fighters pack finalized, but it's like at the last second maybe at one point Byleth was maybe intended to be like
That's
the
what
first
I'm
fighter
saying.
like
Yeah,
fighters
yeah,
pass
that's
2.
what I think.
And the
That's
reason
what I think.
the reason why they swapped that is because if Byleth is the first fighter for Fighter Pass 2, that's gonna like deter a lot of potential customers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm just
again,
gonna say.
yeah.
even though they had the backlash, Byleth was in the best possible spot. I
Yeah.
could
Yeah,
see
lose
them
that.
switching Terry and Byleth, or doing something like that, or maybe switching Terry and Banjo and putting Byleth at 4.
If Banjo and Byleth were announced, that would have been much better because again, you have the fanfare that people are so happy with Banjo that they're almost
Yeah.
distracted by Byleth, and you
Yeah,
get rid of the expectation that the whole pass has to be third-party characters. So when
Yeah,
you put it
but
5 months
then-
had a character reveal and it's the last character, there were massive expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And,
sure, but
I'm
then
just-
you have the people going off that it's an advertisement for 3 houses, and that's going to deter a lot of
But
customers.
Fire Emblem 3 Houses is like 6 months, like 8 months old now. It's like what?
Yeah,
Like
like
that's
Well, yeah, but
what
you're
is that
saying
gonna
Well,
if Banjo and
announced-
Byleth were at E3.
They announced a new DLC on the same day.
Yeah, they did do
Yeah.
that. That was kind of stupid.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not like I don't think back in
Yeah, that was
December, like, but you have to
not a
think
good
like
move.
back in December when they got the 5 narrowed down, they didn't know first of all that Fire Emblem 3 Houses was going to be a massive success, and 2, like obviously, yeah, they used it as an of like, oh shit, okay, yeah, like this is going to be a good promotional boost too. But it's like I said, I think something got swapped. Again, we don't know, but yeah.
And yeah, one last thing. Yeah, another point I wanted to quickly add is like, I think someone mentioned like, it's like even though Fire Emblem 3 Houses is a good game, like, it's like Byleth might not be the best character because it's like, it's all those other characters you love in Fire Emblem, whether it be Claude or
Yeah.
Edelgard, Dorothea.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like when I saw that reveal, I was like,
Bernadette.
who is it gonna be? Please don't let it be Byleth. Like be someone like else from the game. But
I want
it's like-
Silthus.
And like the thing is, like,
I do understand.
I'm sorry, who was
Just sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and yeah, another thing is like I did actually hear similar art. Like I know a few people who were like, "Oh, why did they put Joker in Smash? He's just a silent protagonist." And the thing with Joker is like, yeah, he is silent, like one thing with Persona is like you love all the side characters, all the secondary characters, but like at least with Joker, like even though
Yeah.
he's kind of silent in the main game, he still does. He
Yes.
still smirks. He does all those quirky remarks. So like Joker still has a character, even though he doesn't talk much in the main game.
and he's
Yeah,
a super,
that's
super
yeah.
The
unique
thing with
character.
Joker though is that like
100%.
Joker like
100%.
comes with the cast. Like the whole thing with Persona, it's the whole cast comes together. So you
Yeah.
hear the cast like talking in the background and stuff like that. You see them in the stage, so it feels better. I feel like in the reveal trailer, the way that there was like Morgana talking, and they were all like, "Oh my gosh, what is he doing?" It's really cool. Like,
Right.
So yeah, it's like personally,
Yeah.
And I understand them not putting Byleth in and not putting a side character in because, and this is minor, and they probably wouldn't care. But I'm just saying the community. Let's say it'll. Oh, how could they not include?
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean? So this is the
Oh
same.
no, why wasn't it Claude?
it's-
Why? Yeah.
If Edelgard got in, bro. If Edelgard got in, Jesus.
I mean,
Twitter
I
would
would
be on
be
fire.
happy, but
Bro,
I'm not-
Have you seen these
I'm like-
Edelgard haters?
Imagine if they put imagine if they put Makoto Nijima in Smash and they're like, oh my god, why isn't Futaba in Smash?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, they're always, no matter what game it is, they're always gonna like. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like they're always gonna add the character, like face of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, like I think my thoughts are just like I'm okay with the character. I'm also at like that point, like most people, where I don't really mind who comes anymore. Like I have preferences for which ones I would prefer, but like I'll take anyone really at this point. So I
I'm the
wasn't
same.
really, I wasn't really like upset or pissed off. And really, the only thing like that I can say is on Twitter, all these people on Twitter, man, I can just say, like,
Oh
if
my
you're-
God.
if you're
It's so bad,
disappointed-
dude.
If you're disappointed with the character, that's fine. You can go on Twitter and tweet like, I can't believe it's another Fire Emblem. Like, why did they do this? Like, okay, but like, there's these people on Twitter who are actually like attacking people who are excited for the character or who are getting like happy. Like, if you're one of
I
those,
get-
bro, like, come on, like,
I got at least 30 DMs this past week.
oh my god.
How could you be excited? How
Yeah.
could you?
I mean,
Oh,
honestly,
Really? People actually do that?
Yes,
Wow.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're one of those, then
Jesus
you're
Christ.
terrible.
I just
Yeah,
It's
you
always,
suck.
it's always okay to be disappointed, but it's not okay to harass people
Exactly.
because they
but
like.
but Noah, those people are right. How could you want Byleth? Why not a real character like Wooloo?
Again, I've said this, bro. I've said there's like two things. One, like I have such a hard time mentally being mad at like a game where there's 80 options for characters. Like I just don't know. I don't know how to get mad at that. Three, I've said two before. I've said this before. The only 3 characters that I would genuinely be like annoyed at, but whatever, would be like Waluigi, Fortnite guy, or Steve. Those are like my
That's
3
like
characters.
my exact same three.
No, we're throwing hands. We're throwing
I'll
hands.
add
man.
on That's like my
exact
Steve
same
is-
three.
Steve is coming.
I
we need
I
Steve. We need
agree with
Steve.
Fidel
We need
100%.
Steve. No, we need
Yo, I
Steve.
agree with
Those
Fidel
are
100% as well.
I'll add you another reason. Why be disappointed when we have?
Yeah.
but
The fuck?
I didn't
What,
hear
you
that.
cut
I'm
out?
sorry.
You got cut
Oh,
off.
sorry. Why be disappointed when we have 6 more characters coming
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's what- you literally
Exactly,
announced a whole
yeah.
new pass after too. Like,
Yeah.
with
it's not that I'm
stages and all?
disappointed in Byleth in general. I'm just disappointed at his timing.
yeah, I think like the way that they did it, it was 5 months after not having.
I'm
any
glad it's the
character.
last character, man.
And then
Honestly.
the whole pass was all third party, so you're expecting the last one to be third party, and then it's not. And then on top of that, it's a Fire Emblem character. So
Yeah, I wanted a new Earthbound character. I don't know. I just wanted one that wasn't Fire Emblem. Like I want more Nintendo reps again. I'm kind of getting a bit sick of this whole every
Yeah.
character has to be a massive third
I
party.
want Poltergeist.
We
and
just got
Pokey
Byleth.
Yeah, which is why I'm not complaining as much about Byleth because it is what I asked for.
I mean, it shows us now that the second pass can have Nintendo characters too. It's not going to be all third party.
I just do not add Travis Touchdown.
I would lock. Oh shit! Along.
What?
Someone is cutting
was that saying something?
No. Sorry, no, I'm editing. I'm sorry.
I also think I think this also reminded everyone there's no rules. Like again, like everyone was expecting a third party or something. Sakurai once again proved there's no rule, dude. I will add whatever character what I want. Like there's no rules. People, we all make these fictional rules based on like patterns and stuff, and we gotta realize when it comes to Sakurai, there's no such thing as a pattern, dude. The guy will do whatever.
The only thing that I could kind of see is like the spirit updates that come out after.
Oh yeah,
those
I agree.
deconfirm. Like Akira, like the astral chain spirits. Like if Akira was actually gonna come, those spirits came with it.
Why would they make a Chris Redfield spirit if they're gonna make a Resident Evil?
The post game spirits 1000%.
That's like the only thing.
You know what? I disagree. I think they're still eligible.
I mean, I would hope so. I would be fine with Akira. I would hope that they would actually do that one time just so that it shuts down that theory. But
because now the fact that everyone believes the theory, it'll be even more surprising when it's actually not true at all.
But again, it's just weird because again, they come with spirit boards. Why would you do a whole Resident Evil spirit board, right?
Yes. Someone tried to spark an argument with me on Twitter. Oh, Leon still has a chance, dude. Leon got a spirit. They're not going to give Leon. They have a spirit board, right? There's no way.
Yeah, dude. Leon's the most iconic. One of the most iconic. Yeah. He's the iconic.
Why make a spirit if you're making a character for him?
Yeah.
I just want Rex. Come on.
I guess it doesn't confirm the long term, like just the short term though.
Yeah, exactly. Just maybe for this game specifically.
Yeah.
But
I think
I also think
I think that about covers it for Byleth. Does anyone have anything else to add, or I think we're good?
I do have one. I'll make this quick as possible. I guess I will say, like, even though I'm perfectly fine with Byleth, I guess maybe the one thing that might have not aged too well was adding Corrin to Smash. Because even though I don't have a big problem with Corrin, they added him like even before the game came out in the West. So it's like you have this, character that people didn't.
I mean,
how many people when they saw Corrin didn't actually know who the character was? You know what I mean? Because I know I was like staring at the screen going...
Pretty much everyone who isn't in Japan.
Yeah, exactly. But at least Byleth, like I was able to recognize, like, okay, that's the new Fire Emblem protagonist. Like, I think most people would be able to tell. Because Fire Emblem
also, like I didn't play that much Fates myself, but isn't like Corrin supposed to be a lukewarm at best character in the Fire Emblem community? So
and that's like, I guess that's debatable. I liked Corrin because like she does talk. He, whoever you pick, does talk. So it's I liked her. So.
That's fair enough.
One of the worst main characters in all of fiction. That's all I'm going to say about that.
One of the
but hey, I didn't play that much Fate, so I can't say much about the character. I just know that Corrin may have not been the best just choice in terms of like context of the whole like too many Fire Emblem character thing. So that's all.
Right. Well, the last thing I'll say is when Byleth comes out, we can officially have an 8-player Smash with just Fire Emblem characters. Let's go!
Yeah, I was gonna post some really sarcastic meme about that as soon as
Tuesday's gonna be fun. I'm excited for Tuesday.
That's gonna be good. I mean, like I hope the update's gonna come out and then they're not gonna nerf Joker and people are gonna be so mad.
Actually, you know what I am annoyed with? There's only one remake.
One remake? What?
Remix, music-wise, for Byleth. I don't get that. I thought they'd go all out for Fire. They didn't.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like how
we got Edge of Dawn and Smash.
Yeah, I'm excited, dude.
Oh yeah, but it's the original version is even in.
I wish I could stay.
Yeah, the original version's better. I don't like the new remix.
You're crazy.
The original version is way better.
No, Ben's back with the hot takes again.
Hot takes left and right. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about the character ever again.
God damn it.
All right.
Oh yeah, and yeah, just another quick thing. It's like, yeah, I can understand why you'd be sick of third-party characters at this point, because it's like whenever they add these new characters, it's like you have all these meters and gimmicks and stuff, and like
Yeah,
I
I
love
hear
gimmicks.
that.
They're fun, but even it's like it can get a little like stale after
Yeah.
like so many times. So yeah, it's
DLC
like,
privilege is what I like to call it.
I call it the
Pretty much.
value of $5.99.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, I
Bro.
think I also saw. Did you guys see the Alpha Red video about him talking about Byleth? Because he made a
No.
good point. He made a good point about something, which was a lot of series are represented in Smash in different ways. Like Mario's represented a lot, but he has a lot of stages. And then like Zelda is like a game based on items. So if you like actually play casually and like play with items, there's a lot of items from Zelda. Like you got the heart containers and you got so many Zelda items. Whereas Fire Emblem, the game, like the way to represent Fire Emblem would just be through characters. You know what I mean? Like they can't they can't put that many
What
items
about
from Fire Emblem
Earthbound?
or stuff like that. So
That series, so
I can
they're not
see
gonna
that.
do anything.
also, speaking of Zelda though, they need better Zelda reps. We only have we only
Yeah.
have Link, Zelda, and
I long.
Ganon.
We need.
Yeah, I tweeted about that. I was like,
Yeah.
Three
There's so
different
many-
versions of Link.
I want, like,
There's so many better
yes,
choices they could
perfect.
add. Like even one of the heroes could have been good from Breath of the
I
Wild, like
thought that
Urbosa
we were gonna
or something.
get one of those in base game. I was like dead set we were gonna get some kind of, or with Link at least, we were gonna have some like
Like
when he
moveset
shield he
changes,
uses exactly. I thought we were gonna get that, but we didn't. I was surprised.
Yeah, I was expecting his up B to be like Rivali's Gale or something.
Yes,
just
and they
didn't.
had the chance to make it like super unique and like unlike any Link we've ever had. I just wish they would have been a little more daring per se.
All
with
they did was
that.
change his down B.
Yeah.
I hope they add in Link's Awakening Link.
People will be so-
What's his name? Oh, God.
Um,
I mean, our like Impa would be.
yeah,
Brad.
that would be
Oh
fine.
yeah, I would like that.
I mean, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's just so many better characters like they could do instead of having multiple Links or,
Well, and with the multiple Links, we have to remember Toon Link's different, but at least with Young Link, he was in Melee and he was brought back for Ultimate. He's not going to be in the next game.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Sakurai
no
said
way.
like don't expect all these characters in the next game.
Yeah.
So he ain't returning probably.
If we're lucky, they'll just infinite port Ultimate, but I doubt.
That's what I would wish. Like I would wish like this is
Yeah.
the last game and they just
same.
continue to support it like forever, but they probably won't.
Well,
do
I've said this. The most likely is we're gonna get a DX version on the next console where we'll get a few more. I think they're gonna hit like either like 95 or 100 max, and then whatever the next like the second next console is, that'll be the reboot of Smash.
Yep.
Isn't
I
that
can see that. You have a Mario Kart style thing, but they add like
Exactly,
5
yeah.
to 7 more fighters and add a little bit more content. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
could see that, yeah. That's a long ways
Cool.
from now though. We gotta enjoy what we're getting.
For real.
That's right.
Still blows my mind that they're stretching this DLC out until end of 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean some people were debating that might just be like a placeholder date.
Placeholder.
It's
but,
probably
um,
just because they don't plan to end the Switch anytime soon. We're not gonna get a new Smash game on the
Yeah.
console.
yeah, I think they just want to spread out so that they
Yeah.
have new stuff.
Have one either announced or released every direct. It's about every 4
Yeah,
months.
exactly.
6 characters evenly spread out as one every 4 months, I would say, until we get
Mhm.
to 21. So
Cool.
yeah. But yeah, the last thing on here is a little bit of talk about Animal Crossing because we got the box art for that. Exciting
Oh my
stuff. It's gonna
gosh.
be coming really soon. So
Can I just say their
Oh.
marketing for that game is being shit.
Horrible.
They barely.
I agree
Yeah,
with
I
you.
don't
I
know
can
what-
agree with that.
I'm scared. It has me kind of like I'm a little scared.
yeah, they need to
Why is
talk
he not
about that
talking
more.
I'm a
about
little-
it? I
I'm
don't
sweating, like,
understand.
The thing about I'll tell
But,
you,
like, I'm worried that it means
yeah.
like there's like wait, sorry, you can.
Unless
No,
it gets
I was
delayed.
gonna say. I was gonna say no. I think my thing about Animal Crossing, it's kind of a game that's like, it's hard to market that game other than like a direct for it that takes place like a few weeks before. Because again, it's a game where other than to the hardcores that see, oh my god, there's this new item, there's this. When random, like let's say like Storm Yorha right here, he watches an Animal Crossing trailer, he sees why are people getting excited that you can paint the floor or that like. No? It's just like to casuals, like it's just hard to market. So
like that.
I had to do it, bro.
No, but it's
I-
ridiculous. The last time they fully revealed stuff for that game, they just repeated all the same stuff they did for the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried
In the
about. Like, I'm
E3,
hoping that
yeah.
there's more. Like,
Yeah,
I
like
hope
they've
that there's
just made.
more.
Like, is that it? Is this the only new
No,
shit?
no.
No,
Remember,
I'm sure
like-
they're waiting for like a whole direct to like dump.
Yeah,
it.
like, I'm
remember,
hoping that they-
you remember
Because they're saying the same things, like, new getaway package, this, that, and it's like the same three things.
It was
And I wanna see
literally
more
remember,
features.
exact
Yeah.
Like,
same
I want to
shit.
see, yeah, like I want to see, like, you can go to this island and there's new stuff to do here. Like, I just want to see all the different
Anything
features.
new.
But I mean,
Yeah,
like,
it's
they
just to
always
know
do
that
this,
it's
like,
not gonna be the same.
remember Mario Maker? Like Mario Maker, we had the reveal in February, dead silence, and then we got a direct for it like a month or a few weeks
Mhm.
before release,
Yeah,
and
that
that
had a
blew
lot of
everything
stuff.
out. So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's just what they
So
do.
I'm hoping that
Nintendo.
they do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be like early March, like right before the game comes out, or maybe towards the end of February.
Yeah, they gotta do that.
Yeah, do we?
Or,
I'm ready.
How about the
I wanna
next
see the-
Nintendo Direct is actually an Animal Crossing Direct, and then we
Oh,
still have.
God.
to
But
wait
yeah,
for
but
the-
like, yeah, please. That's all I want. I don't care. Like,
Oh, Zach,
No,
I
they can't,
hope. I
they
hope
can't
this game is
fake out
delayed.
people 3 times now. People are gonna lose their minds. First Pokemon.
Hear
yeah, it'll
me
be
out.
hilarious.
Guys, hear me out. How about a Mario Kart Tour Direct? We need more people to play that game again.
Oh my
God.
No.
Add Isabelle to it.
Yes, to cross over with the game, and then if you want to get if you want Isabelle in the new Animal Crossing, you have to get Isabelle in Mario Kart Tour, and that.
And you have to pay for Isabelle in Mario Kart Tour $60.
Yep.
Right.
I'm so ready for KK Slider to be a SoundCloud.
Oh, Zach, I want this game to be delayed so bad. It would be so hilarious to see your
They
reaction to
delayed
the
it.
game being delayed.
It'll never get delayed. Like it's sealed now. Like it's coming.
Final
Like we
Fantasy
have
got
like
delayed,
this.
Boom
When
got
the game already
Nintendo
got
delays,
released,
they
it's
do it
ready.
like 4 or 5 months before release.
KK Slider.
Yeah.
Bro, that game,
Slider
I
I
can
hope-
assure you, that game is
I
done
hope-
and it's just sitting there right now.
I hope
KK
they pull
Slider's
Metroid
Challenger
Prime
Pack
4.
6.
Oh my gosh. Yes, please, please, please.
Zach, this is like the only game you like.
Yeah.
Zach's so excited. Zach's Animal Crossing is like my Xenoblade Definitive Edition. He's just like, that's like all he knows.
And it's like my
God.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Yeah.
Xenoblade Definitive
Oh my
Edition.
gosh. Like I can't wait to like play it before bed every night to fall asleep because how the
Oh
relaxing
my
music
god,
and
you
the
know,
wind.
Zach,
oh
I
my
hope
gosh.
something goes terribly wrong and the game
Oh
turns out.
my god.
I think when that one commercial came out and then they showed Isabelle, everyone like I knew lost their minds.
Yeah, I'm good. I got Isabelle. That's all I needed. I'm good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm ready
But
for
yeah,
this.
I
I
think,
can't believe I looked at the calendar. I'm like, oh my god, we're under 2 months. Like we can say a month in like a few months now. Like, oh my gosh, it's so. Cool.
Oh my god, Zach, I want to see your world be destroyed if the game's really bad. It would be so funny.
oh
True
my-
hatred of friendship.
Yeah.
All right,
probably
well,
need
the last
second.
thing I have here before viewer questions is the next direct. Can we all predict that it's gonna happen like in February? It has to.
February.
Second week of
Yeah,
February.
easily. The
Yeah,
first
maybe.
week. The first week of February.
Midweek,
I
mid-February.
can see happening in
There was a
March.
direct in February last year, so going by patterns, I guess that's safe to assume.
Yeah, when was the one last year? Was it like the first?
February.
It was in February. It was February
second-
12th or 13th.
February.
It's the 13th. And
So that's the
also,
second week, right?
we cannot, after this January, I think it's safe to say we can no longer anticipate January directs. Because they.
Yeah, because
Two years in a
we
row.
haven't had a
that
now-
wasn't even a direct.
We haven't had a main January direct since 2015. We had the Switch
Yeah.
presentation, but that's not a direct.
Well, I
No,
mean,
no.
like now
They have that
Nintendo
Michael
does
direct.
January. Like now Nintendo does January
January.
for stuff that isn't a direct. Like they'll
Yeah.
do Pokemon, they'll do Smash, they'll do like last year it was Piranha Plant. It was they announced the Yoshi's Crafted World release day randomly. So January they just kind of do random announcements.
Yeah, it's like
and
a
then
Nintendo
February is the
indirect.
direct.
That's basically what it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the minis.
Yeah.
It was
So
honestly nice
hopefully-
though. Like
That
getting
should be
kind of those
that should be an
little events.
official term whenever they post
Nintendo indirect.
The
on their
Nintendo
Twitter.
indirect. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully it's early February because I need that freaking Xenoblade release date. Bro.
Oh, I know, and hopefully
Bro,
it's
I need
not as
an early
trash.
February Animal
I
Crossing.
need that game now.
Why does it have to be? I think it's coming out in May, right? That's what.
No,
That's
that's
the
the
rumor.
that's like that's
the
retailer
rumor.
stuff.
It's a
Yeah, it's. Well, I'm
It
gonna
makes
guess
sense.
it. Yeah.
I'm guessing
What do
it's
you think?
summer.
Just buy Xenoblade 2 instead. It's a better game than Xenoblade 1.
Whoa,
wow.
whoa, I haven't even
Ooh.
played.
What?
I haven't played
What's
Xenoblade
with all the
Xenoblade
hot
1.
takes today? Jesus.
I've
Both-
only played 2.
they're both good for different reasons.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
say
sure.
that. I
I'm
like
sure one is gonna be
I-
great too.
like them.
I'm very
I like
excited
both
for it.
of them for different things.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with 1 is it ages like shit, so the remake's
No,
gonna
the
help
vision,
it.
That's
that
the
game is
anymore.
great for a lot of things. I'm hoping they update the combat system a bit too.
Yeah,
I could see
they
that.
Yeah,
will.
I've heard some people say that.
Yeah, people are saying they don't
Yeah.
like a lot of how it works with the whole palette and everything. Maybe they could change it.
Yeah,
Because I like 2's combat a lot.
Yeah,
I didn't like Torna's combat; it was way too easy. But I liked the base game 2's. So I don't know, maybe
I
adapt
think
it like
Torna's
that.
combat was the best one, but because the game was so short, you couldn't experience it as much.
No,
as
it was
you-
no way. It was so easy. Oh my god, the orbs! Like they.
Well, getting the orbs was easy, but like the combos that you could do,
I
like
mean, you can do
when
the
you
same
like switch
thing
out with your
Orb
blade, it
Master Common.
topples them and stuff. That stuff is cool.
Like
Okay.
with Orb Master Common Blades in the base game, you can do the same thing you did in Torn, and that's a lot of the strategies for the normal mode challenges. And so that's pretty interesting. But I think the main problem with 1 is that a lot of the gameplay just did not age well, and they really need to overhaul a lot of that if it's going to be a good game. Like the quests in that game are awful to do.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
really
That's what I
boring.
mean. I
Yeah,
think
I've
they
heard
know
for
they're gonna
most
fix a
people-
lot
I've heard
of
for
it.
most people what they like about 1 the most is the story,
Nintendo
just like the
Switch.
adventure.
Okay, so if
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
can't
that-
wait. I'm so
PlayStation-
excited.
It's not the story. The story's fine, but the problem is I've already experienced the story, so as such, I'm not like super hyped
Yeah,
for the
I can
game.
see. Yeah, I can
Game's
understand your point, but for me, I haven't played that.
Not
bro.
me.
That's a whole new Fire
Yeah,
Emblem
yeah,
game.
that's-
I'm so
Or not new Fire
excited.
Emblem, Xenoblade. What am I saying? But yeah, I
Understandable.
can't wait to hop
Fire
into that.
Emblem. What?
We were talking about Fire Emblem, and I was gonna say Fire Emblem. bro. But
I hope this Nintendo Direct actually has games, unlike the last Nintendo Direct, which was hot garbage.
hey,
Whoa!
that announced
You're
Xenoblade
just
Definitive
a
Edition,
hot
bro.
take session.
But
The September
guys,
2019 Direct was disgustingly bad.
No, you're
Oh,
crazy.
it was
But-
amazing.
but
The
guys,
only
don't you
game they
know-
had was the Xenoblade Remaster.
I actually kind of agree. Like it was boring. Like I wouldn't say like, oh my gosh, it was offensively bad, but it was definitely like underwhelming.
It didn't have,
Like,
like,
it
the
didn't really do anything. It
bangers,
didn't
I can
advance
It
That's
was
any
the
conversation.
worst
It did
Nintendo
nothing.
Direct they've ever
No
done.
way.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
live job.
Name-
manager.
Name-
You're forgetting like the
Name
one
a
they did
worse
back when
Nintendo
like
Direct.
Because the direct
say
had like
that-
basically the Pokemon info was released tiny, then the Animal Crossing info was recycled, and then we got a Xenoblade remaster at the end.
Oh,
Like, there
whoa!
wasn't really anything
Overwatch
crazy.
on the Switch. Wow, how exciting!
Yeah.
If
That
Overwatch
was
was
such a bad
announced 2 years
time.
ago, I'd be
that wouldn't
fucking
have been so
fine.
Poor
bad if the
Overwatch,
Overwatch
bro.
didn't leak for the system. Like
I will never forget the day Overwatch came out for Switch. Nintendo didn't tweet about it. I was
That
God, that was the
dude, it came out like right around the
ever.
controversy time. That was the
Nintendo
worst
was
time to
letting
release
people
it.
cancel their pre-orders.
Oh, it was-
Nintendo was letting them
Yeah.
cancel pre-orders for
Dude,
Overwatch.
dude
That's
Jeff
how
was
bad
calling
it
them
was.
out all over on Twitter, bro.
Oh, God.
All the Blizzard tweets, bro. Oh my
It
lord.
was so funny, dude.
No, I mean the February 2019 Direct was great because we had Mario Maker 2, Link's Awakening, and Astral Chain. That was really
Yeah,
good.
The
We need
earlier
something
ones
like
are always
that.
amazing because like they usually give us what's coming throughout the year and like one big tease. Like from now on, usually the earlier gives us the tease for our big fall game, and like
Yeah.
all the stuff we're gonna get throughout. Well, most of the stuff, not everything.
Like there better be at least 2 big games in this Direct.
Oh,
I'd
there will be,
shocked
there
if
will
there's-
be, there
There
will
has
be,
to
yes.
be.
Yeah.
And then, do you guys think that Breath of the Wild 2 could come out this
Oh,
year?
I don't know, but I really
Oh.
want it.
Yeah, I
want it to
really
come
want
out
that.
so
I
bad.
want it so badly,
I don't-
so badly.
I don't think
I
it's
said
gonna
this
be this year.
fall. This fall is either Odyssey 2 or Breath of the Wild 2. It's one of them.
I'm fine with either. I'm fine with either.
Yeah, I'll take either
What?
or.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Nintendo could do Odyssey 2. They didn't support Odyssey 2 with big DLC, so that means when that team finished, they straight continued.
Yeah, straight continue to Odyssey
Yes,
2,
they
which
continue
I
will have
They
had
continue
2
to
years.
Sunshine too. Oh my gosh, I can't
That's
wait.
also
What the hell?
Oh
If
my
that,
don't
that
want
happens,
the
that's also
Sunshine
fine.
too.
I don't know.
We
No
do,
one likes
we do.
Sunshine.
I don't know about
There, I
that.
said it.
No,
That's
no,
not
that's
true.
not
That's
true.
wrong.
No one likes
I
Fairy,
could make
man.
a
Sunshine is
Twitter poll right
fantastic.
now.
I just don't want a sequel.
Yeah, I mean,
Either
we
way,
could do
we're
a
gonna-
remake.
You guys
That'd be
want
cute.
that Sunshine
I
sequel
just
so
want
bad, but
Sunshine.
then you remember the Pachinko level and then that
We're
Lily
not gonna
Pad
make
level. It's like,
another
do you really
Pachinko
want-
level.
Well, it's like the best game ever.
That was the best level in the whole game.
Oh shit.
All right.
But
well,
at least an HD remake, please, miss.
All right.
Please, I beg of you.
I'm gonna go into the viewer questions channel and just pull some interesting questions. The first one here is from Dark Forest, as Jay, who says, "Have you guys ever discussed meeting up IRL or at E3 or something in the future?"
I
That would be
don't
pretty
know
cool.
anyone here.
I live in the United Kingdom.
I literally do not know any of you, so.
I've
be-
only
It would
Yeah.
be a cool experience, but like it would be very hard to do. You'd have to.
I've-
well, I mean,
Vaguely
I've,
seen
I've
some
only
of the
ever
ones, but-
discussed meeting Phantom Artifice Noah and Storm Yorha Jeff, and I know some people when I went to Evo they met up with me. So yeah, those are like the two in this squad, the two that I've planned to, but I haven't done anything with yet.
Mhm.
I'll visit your towns in Animal Crossing.
There you go. That's all you need. No, you don't need to be in real life.
I've met
Except for Zax. Zax, I'm not meeting your tone.
What? From my town? Okay. You're missing on the best one, but that's okay. That's okay.
He also asked the second question. Who said, he said, "What is the saddest video game ending that you've ever experienced?"
Torna.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Torna's ending.
Oh, I haven't finished Torna yet. Oh,
you're
no.
not ready.
Dad, oh, no.
Torna and maybe Xenosaga 3, but Xenosaga 3 is at least happy enough.
For me, it might be Days Gone because I realized I paid $60 for this game.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah. Mine was Sword and Shield because I realized it was so bad.
See, okay. I'm trying to think. I can't think of any game that like made me sad, but there were some games that just made me cry because it was so good. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe this is over. I'm sad that's like I would say Persona 4 Golden. Oh my gosh, like I was like so emotional when that ended.
Oh,
my
I need to
gosh.
play that. I've got a PS4.
They're like running at the
dude,
end at like the
the
train
true-
station. Oh my gosh.
No, but the true ending version of the Persona 4 Golden, like the ending theme, like there's two different ending themes, and when you get the true ending version, oh my god, it's like it makes you want to just fall.
Yeah, that's the one I got. It's perfect. Yeah, it was a perfect ending. Just seeing them two like come so far, it's like, oh my gosh.
I need to experience this game then. If you guys are saying it's
Yeah,
that's
You
same.
need to
What the hell?
play
That's my
Persona
favorite.
4. I would say play Persona 3, but I'll admit that game hasn't aged well gameplay wise, so
Yeah.
For me, it's Sonic Mania because at the end, classic Sonic runs into a portal and goes to Sonic Forces.
I agree.
oh my god, that's the real tragedy.
Oh,
that's
God.
devastating.
Mm.
All right, so Matt asked and said, "Do you think that all of the Byleth hate was justified?"
No.
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
What?
Yes and no.
I think
Yes,
criticism,
not
yes,
the
hate,
harassment
no.
part.
people can be upset with
Like,
their character, but like,
it's okay to be disappointed, but people went too far.
Like to me,
Yeah.
it's not like a
As
thing to like get
usual,
disappointed
as
at for more than like 5 minutes. Like you can be disappointed and then like
Yeah.
like
I
maybe
think the
hit miss like on the trailer if you didn't
backlash
like it. I don't
was
know,
totally-
but I don't really care.
Yeah.
But did you guys see?
I
Like,
just-
apparently
yeah.
it got more dislikes on the Byleth reveal trailer than like Nintendo Switch Online.
I mean,
To be
the
fair,
thing
I
is-
think
feels
it's
like a meme.
I guess I think it's justified though.
I think the difference is
It is
for the
kind of
Switch on. I think the difference is for Switch Online, that's universally like just disliked. But with Byleth, the negative reaction was just overwhelming. That's like the main difference. If that makes
Mhm.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. I think people just disliked, like, not like even people that aren't even Smash fans probably just disliked because they know everyone else was doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. A lot of these questions are just about Byleth and like the same like things that we already.
No more
discussed.
Byleth. I never want
I
to
know.
talk about this
I'm
character
kind of
ever
tired
again.
of it. It's boring now. It's like
let's,
come
let's
on.
just,
It's
let's,
really
just wait
let's
for,
move
let's just
on.
wait for Tuesday for Byleth to come out.
Yeah,
Let's
the
take
character
play
coming
Tuesday we're
in
gonna
today.
talk
and enjoy
more.
them, and then let's just go on from there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ash says, "Was your favorite Gen 8 shiny Pokemon?" I don't even know what all the
I didn't get a
shinies look
shiny.
like.
I don't
That is
even know,
like a
man.
very
I'm
oddly
sorry.
specific question.
I can
My
tell you guys
favorite
who my
though
favorite
is
shiny is.
no, I don't want to hear yours anymore.
Dragapult,
You're not
I would
allowed.
say.
Yeah, Dragapult.
Mine
was
is more.
cool.
Yeah, mine's more Pico. More Pico's my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon. If
Really?
we're not doing shinies. Yeah, more Pico's love.
No, I don't. It's cute,
Okay.
but nah, the
Yeah.
shiny's just.
I relate
Nah,
to more.
the colors doesn't match for me.
Okay,
Anyway,
like-
shout out to Polty guys for just being.
Okay, memes aside, I know I'm annoying about this, but I'll just quickly say Shiny Wooloo looks like an Oreo, and I fucking love that because Oreos are amazing.
You want to
Yeah,
eat
it is.
Wooloo,
I
you
didn't even know that. I
sicko?
love that. Why?
I'm
my
not-
God,
I'm not gonna answer that for
I really
now.
want to eat Wooloo. Jesus.
Why do you want to eat Wooloo, dude? That's messed up.
No, I just want to cuddle Wooloo. I've never said
No,
anything
you said,
about
you
eating
said it
it.
looks like an Oreo. If something looked like an Oreo, I'd eat it.
All right, let's see here. Bladen says, "Your thoughts and worries about the rumor that Nintendo and Nvidia are working on a Switch revision." I mean, we basically
We
covered
covered
that.
that.
Yeah, we already talked about that. Do you think we could get another Fire Emblem after Byleth? Not a chance. I don't think so, right?
No,
way.
no,
we got one. But like not in the next
If
one.
we
though.
do, I'm selling Smash.
It will 100% happen, but like in the next one. Not,
I
not
no,
just
guys.
yet.
you know what? I hope we do get another Fire Emblem.
No,
We're getting the Fire Emblem characters till the end.
If they announce a new Fire Emblem game before the second character comes out, and then maybe we can get the protagonist from that as the final one. But
No, we
Yeah.
need. Who do we need? Tiki.
Micaiah.
Camilla.
We need Micaiah. Radio.
Lynn.
What about
Only
Kata?
acceptable one. She doesn't even use any weapons. It would be like pure magic.
Wait, who was the name of Mark's girlfriend again? Was it Kata?
Theta.
No.
Yeah, we need her.
We need Camilla. Oh my god, Camilla.
Add
Yeah, that's
Lynn
what I'm
and
saying,
give
bro,
her,
Camilla.
give her the
We
crits
do
that
not
Hero
need
has.
Camilla.
Super Smash Brothers is for good boys and girls only.
Camilla is a horrible character anyway.
Whoa.
If it's for good boys and girls, we're never gonna get wrecked. Pirate and Mithra.
Hey, they could
Don't
give
do this
they
to
could
me,
give the
stop.
Mithra leggings treatment to all of
That's
them.
why we're
I don't
gonna
really
get-
care. I just want them in the game.
Maybe we'll just get Zeke.
That's fine too.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm
you know what?
down
I'm fine
for
with
that.
any Xenoblade 2 character
Honestly.
except for Tora.
No, Tora's fine too, bro. Tora's
I
the most broken
hate
character in the game.
Tora is a
Don't diss Tora. What the fuck?
Tora is the worst character ever made in a video game. I like Poppy though.
Zach, I think you're echoing the.
Yeah,
Oh my
Zach,
god,
you
I'm
ever
sorry. Let me
sound-
mute my mic. Sorry, I'm editing again.
No worries, bro.